Hello, everyone. This is another Hong Kong House of Cards where our water noble Jiaying Zhao is hunting down the Camaria's Warmaster in Hong Kong. Let's go to her now.
Okay. Having to speak to Marcus about a few things, she, and knowing no other way to contact him, she will call him.
All right. A voice will speak in the local dialect of Chinese, which I forget, Mandarin or Cantonese. I forget which one it is.
In Hong Kong, I believe it's Cantonese.
Okay, so in Cantonese, you will hear Hispanic Legion PMC. How may I direct your call?
She will speak in Cantonese as well and say, I need to speak to Marcus de San Martino.
What is the nature of your business?
It is personal.
One moment. Please hold.
Thank you.
After about 3 minutes, the line picks up again. Please state your name.
Jiaying Xiao.
Please state your affiliation.
Affiliation with what?
Please state who you are affiliated with. The 9th Legion does contracts with many different people. We need to know exactly who we're dealing with.
I am... I don't believe I'm affiliated with any of them. With anything of that nature.
Please hold. Do 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 do. 5 minutes later, a gruff voice comes over the phone. What is it that you need?
Before I say that, may I ask who I'm speaking to?
You are speaking to the CEO.
That really doesn't clarify anything for me. Do you have a name, Mr. CEO?
Marcus de San Mateo.
Oh, my apologies. I am Jiaying Xiao, and there's a few things I need to speak with you about. I am a part of the House of Cups.
Pier 93 at the docks. Be there as soon as you can. I will be moving in 2 hours.
I will be there momentarily.
And the phone goes dead.
Okay. Yeah, she'll start heading there.
Okay, how are you heading there?
I know Flavio said there's a ton of fog in the city, so to be completely honest, she'd just travel through the fog and literally be there in a couple moments.
Okay.
Because she really can't deal with any of the police stops or anything of that nature, so she just kind of...
The police stops are gone.
Oh. I
The
thought
the PLA and mercenaries are on roving patrol now.
Okay. Okay.
All the traffic stops are gone. But either way, you arrive and you see a man of average build, of average height, but very strong build, speaking in rapid-fire Italian to several Chinese mortals who are tied up with cuffs behind their back, with their hands cuffed behind their backs on the docks. A slight figure next to him is translating into Cantonese. The man is wearing a military-style uniform and is got an AK slung across his back and a pistol in his hand. And he looks very, very angry.
Ooh. Okay, in that case, she's gonna stay right where she is and just wait this out.
Okay. There are guards on the dock, but they are facing away from this fracas. There's a short conversation between the adjutant and the people that have been tied up. Another short conversation between the strongly built man and the adjutant. And then the adjutant turns to the three people, raises his pistol, and executes all three of them, pushing their bodies into the ocean.
Ouch. Okay.
He then turns without a word and starts up the docks.
She'll kind of like move out of whichever corner she was in because she certainly didn't rematerialize in front of anyone, and just kind of wait there with her hands behind her back. She's wearing, her Chong Sam, and her hair's up. She looks very formal, as always. So.
Okay. The man gets in a closer view. It seems that he's wearing an eye patch over one eye. And he barks a few orders to the guards, who disperse, then turns to look at Jiayang.
She'll walk up, and she's smiling. And then when she's close enough, she will bow and go, "I'm Jiaying Xiao. I presume you are Marcus."
I am the Warmaster, yes. What business do you have with me?
I was told that if I wanted more information on the creatures that were causing this lockdown, I was to speak to you.
I see. Come with me, then. And then he starts striding off to the left, using a style of walking that looks like it would just eat up miles.
She will try to keep up.
He actually stops at the door and will politely open it for her.
She will nod her thanks and enter.
He steps in behind, quietly locks the door. All right, you may speak freely in here.
Thank you. I simply wish to offer what help I can in dispatching these creatures. I wish for the wards to come back up, and from what I have figured out, it seems that to have the wards come back up, the lockdown would need to be lessened in order for the priests to come in. So, seeing as how the lockdown is standing between me and what I want, I wish to do what I can to help remove it. And I've been told that is by getting rid of these creatures.
I see. It is not just the creatures that must be gotten rid of. They are only a symptom of what is wrong. As I understand it, these war ghouls were created by Salich before his death. One of them so far has been destroyed, but with casualties.
Oh?
I have reports here on my desk that a recon team ran into the remains of a creature that looked like it was made of many different bodies. This fits the pattern of war ghouls made by Salich's clan.
How absolutely horrid and distasteful.
One time long ago, they were known as master flesh crafters, who could even regrow entire limbs. Now, many of them are twisted, evil.
I see. Well, then I am very glad that this Zalish was killed.
You, I presume, work for the Mandarin, yes?
I do indeed.
Your predecessor was killed destroying the first Cathedral of Flesh. A second has likely been created.
Yes, I heard about he who died. There seems to be a lot of things that people did not enjoy about him.
Anyone who attempts to take on a Cathedral of Flesh with only 3 companions is an idiota. He deserved the death that he got.
And she kind of looks like she's straining to keep up that smile at the moment. I see. So, if there is a second Cathedral of Flesh, it would be presumed that getting rid of it would be very, very important.
Use fire and use it from a distance. The cathedral can eat you if it wishes to.
That is very disconcerting, but I know a few people who would be very skilled at using fire at a distance.
I would also not worry about the fallout from such. As long as you discover where it is and let us know, we can make sure that the public knows that it is only another collapsed area like the one in Kowloon.
I will be sure to do that. Do you have any ideas or leads where this Cathedral of Flesh might lie?
The Cathedral of Flesh is the bastion of Zalich's kind. It is where he is most strong. Even on its own, it would appear to be a normal building at first. You would only notice what you are facing by the time that you are touching it, and by then it is far too late. However, given the nature of its creation, you would hear the tormented souls, if you are attuned to such a thing, from those who have been flesh crafted into its structure.
And at that, her eyes kind of go a little wide and she looks a little, like, very grossed out and horrified. He crafts it out of living people?
Of course, including the furniture and all of the accompaniments inside the cathedral.
Wow.
The Zemitzi take pride in their work, even when they are quite evil.
I have no words for that sort of monstrosity. But I will see what I can do to go about finding it then. Listening for the souls.
It will be the most horrific place in the city if you can detect such things. If you find it, since it is unattended, it is still dangerous. Do not take it on alone. Do not take it on with fewer than as many people as you can gather. Four went against the last. One survived.
I see. But was the cathedral destroyed?
The cathedral, yes. And that only by a fluke. As I understand it, a shifter that was part rat was attempted to be eaten by the cathedral. Apparently, their type disagrees with Selich's constructions. But knowing a Zamitsi, that trick only works once.
At least their deaths were not in vain.
This is at least true. The ghouls that were not transformed have been taken into custody and will be released by Hong Kong police
Ghouls?
after their time to get the blood out of their system.
I apologize, but I do not know much about your kind. What are ghouls?
A ghoul is a slave made by blood, introducing a human to vampire blood while the human is still alive. This is a common practice. It is usually how many clans arrive at new vampires, testing the water, so to speak.
Huh. I see.
While under the influence of the vampire's blood, a ghoul does not age. They have minor abilities of their parentage, but they are not true vampires. They do not drink blood.
Interesting.
However, their willpower is bound completely to that of the vampire that makes them. They are, in the truest sense, slaves.
It is good that they were rescued then.
It is good that they are out of the hands of Salich.
Indeed. Is there anything else you can tell me about this Cathedral of Flesh and these creatures running about the city? Would there be more of them inside of this building?
Any ghouls that were inside the cathedral have likely vacated. They would not want to be inside such a horrific structure when their minds start to return to them.
I was speaking more of the flesh-crafted monstrosities.
You mean the furniture?
I suppose? Though I do not believe I want to say you called them warmongers.
The war ghouls.
Ghouls. My apologies.
They are ghouls specifically flesh crafted by a Samitsi for war purposes. I do not know the names of them, but I do know that they are very effective in combat. They are often made of more than one person.
Do you know if any more of those creatures would be inside the building?
As I said, they most likely fled after the Salich died. None of them would want to stay inside the cathedral after their minds returned to them, even ones that have taken on monstrous forms. Those would be more feral.
Ah, I see. It's very disturbing.
The PLA troops have been issued flamethrowers as well as grenade launchers by higher command. My own troops are being issued the same. I, of course, issue only grenade launchers to those who are helping in this hunt. I don't wish any accidental harm to come to those who are vampires.
Indeed, that would be very unfortunate to have casualties due to accidents.
Make no mistake. What you will face in that cathedral or against those war ghouls are people that have been changed against their will. But the only thing you can do to help them is to give them the peace of death.
she'll,
And
oh, my bad.
and the only way to ensure that they die is explosives or flame. They can regenerate.
Thank you for all the information that you've given me. It will be very useful when trying to find this building and destroy it. After that, would the lockdown be lessened?
Remember, Hong Kong's government is searching for terrorists responsible for these acts. Since these terrorists do not exist, we must make sure that it seems that they have been defeated.
And you would suggest doing that how, if I may ask?
Making sure that there is peace on the streets afterwards. You will have to be patient about the patrols, but they should not bother you nearly as much once the major crisis is over. Believe it or not, the PLA and all the other forces here, including my own, are here for the benefit of the city.
And I have no doubt about that. Well, once again, I thank you very, very much. You've been a great help. And if you ever need anything, do not hesitate to ask me for anything.
You arrived very quickly. Tell me, what did you see when you came here?
Nothing that I would tell another person.
Tell anyone you like. Those were pirates, smugglers. I have been given orders by Hong Kong High Command that such people are to be given summary executions. It is not something I am bothered by.
I see. Good for you.
Child, I was born before your ancestors took their first steps. I have seen the wars of Carthage twice. I am not like you, but I am attempting to make your world better. You may view me as a monster. You are quite correct in that view. He then turns away from Jiaying and starts looking over some paperwork.
You're right. We are nothing alike. But you are also wrong. I do not consider you a monster. Merely someone doing their job. Anyway, I see you are very busy. I will leave you to your work. Have a pleasant evening.
You as well, Signora.
And with that, she'll leave.
She will not be stopped by any of the soldiers or mercenaries outside.
Okay. And yeah, she'll just walk home, seeing as how she can't really just kind of poof because all the people are around the docks.
Well, once she's out of range of the line of sight of them, she can probably poof anytime she wants.
Okay. Well then, yeah, she'll. Yeah. Poof then.
Okay, anything else that needs to be done?
I think that's it.
All right, then. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Thank you, viewers, for viewing. Thank you, players, for playing. This has been another episode of Hong Kong House of Cards, where some people meet actual monsters. Bye.